streaming button. There we go. Now we're streaming.
Hey! Hi! 1 second until we start GarageBand. I love this tradition. Starting GarageBand. Here we go. Hi, welcome to Take This Rose. I'm Tommy.
And I am Jenny.
And we are here to discuss part 2 of the Bachelor finale. A day late, dressed up.
Dollar short.
Yeah, dollar short, but we look like $1 million.
We do.
We got real fancy because guess what, guys?
This is my skirt.
It's a celebration. It looks lovely. Do you want to get up and walk around?
I'm too short.
I think if you go far enough in the background. Just keep walking. There you go. There you go. Good job. Awesome.
Hi, guys.
Yeah.
That's my dining room.
Looking good. Looking so good. Yeah, looking swell.
You have to strut now, too.
Okay, sure. So.
He's wearing a suit.
I'm wearing my blue suit. Just shook my butt on camera. I'm sure that all of our listeners appreciate it.
A little butt shake.
Yeah, a little butt shake.
Oh,
this is the suit that Arie was wearing in the promos all year. Speaking of which, can we do a little cheers? We're done with Arie. So
Thank
excited.
God. Unrehearsed.
No, yeah, we just chugged. So, yeah, interesting finale, for sure. Part 2, we don't have as much to talk about as we did last time on Monday evening. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's not champagne, guys. It's cider.
It's cider. That's why it's so easy to chug. I think champagne's a little gross sometimes.
It can be.
Yeah.
And it gets you really drunk, and it gives you terrible hangovers.
Yeah, it for sure
champagne
does
is sneaky.
Do we have the comments section up? I don't think we do.
Huh?
There we go.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. Okay. Just
I thought you meant like you had disabled it.
No, of course not.
Why
Of
would
course
you
not.
do
No,
that?
I wouldn't do that. That'd be
you
rude.
terrible, terrible person.
So yeah, we don't have as much to talk about. Little change of plans for this episode. So I woke up for my 5:15 a.m. appointment with a client this morning.
Yep.
At 3:30 a.m. I figured.
That's terrible.
Guys, my work-life balance not great. I figured that this episode of The Bachelor would be on demand at that point.
It was not.
'Twas not. So I haven't seen any of it.
Twasn't.
I'm going in completely blind. Normally I lead the conversation. Guess who took notes this week? Jenny Bolam Roush.
This is Jenny's note.
Jenny's notes, all right? So we're in a new experience here. This is very exciting.
I think I made some good notes.
Okay, so
They were enjoyable for me.
I have the general gist of what happened. I pretty much know what happened, but we'll go over it in depth. First, let's get our plugs out of the way.
Yes.
Last time you're going to hear these plugs until May.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know. We're on YouTube, if you're watching. Or listening, you should go over to YouTube.
Yes.
Take This Rose podcast. We can use all the subscribers we can get.
Yes.
Love the views. Thanks so much to everyone that watched part 1.
We really appreciate it.
Yeah, in a short amount of time. We're always on iTunes as well.
Always.
You can find us there. Apparently our sound quality is not great.
Yeah.
Jeff
had to watch us on YouTube.
I have no idea how to fix that.
I don't either.
That's going to be a 3-month project that I'm not going to figure out.
Spoiler, we're not professionals.
No, yeah, we don't get paid.
If we get enough subscribers and we get advertisers, maybe we could
Yeah, we could always start a Patreon too, but that seems a little needy.
A what?
A Patreon, it's where you just ask your listeners to donate money.
What are we, PBS?
Yeah, come on, we're not that. Not going to have any Ken Burns type documentaries about The Bachelor. Just in depth. So, yeah, you can always find us there. Instagram, at Take This Rose Podcast. Facebook, Take This Rose.
Yep.
And Twitter, at Take This Rose.
Yep, sometimes we tweet.
Sometimes. We've had some good tweets.
Yep. Occasionally we tweet.
It's hit or miss. Really, the places to follow us are Instagram and YouTube, for sure. And, of course, you can always write into our mailbag, takethisrosepodcast@gmail.com.
Yes, we love mail.
And, as always, my Instagram handle for the last time this season is at Tommy.Roth. I'm not going to be on The Bachelorette this year. I don't know if you figured that out yet, if you put that puzzle together, but yeah.
I'm a little disappointed that nobody's found my blog yet.
Ooh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's a fun...
Yeah.
Someone should really go find that and give us like an in-depth analysis. That's a fun little dissertation for you over a little break.
My mom found it very sweet how supportive you were of me starting that up again.
You should.
It was so cute.
Yeah, I still think that's a good idea. You need someone to do it.
Maybe I'll do that on our break.
Yeah. If you somehow make money from it, I want to be involved.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, let's get into this episode.
Hate it, don't rate it.
Yeah, if you hate it, don't rate it. and I'm a pervert. Got that out of the way. Okay.
Watch Mondays for more on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, Jenny,
Okay.
take us away.
Oh, God, I don't even know what to do.
It does say Jenny's notes at the top.
It's literally what I labeled it. Because I'm fun.
So spontaneous.
So we started out with a little recap of Monday. So
Okay.
we saw edited footage of the raw footage.
Yeah, okay.
And I wrote happiness montage, ominous music.
Yeah, it was-
because they needed to tell you that the tone of this was different. It was not a happy montage.
In case if Becca in tears...
Wasn't a clue.
Yeah, her heart being ripped out, saying my future was just taken away from me.
Yeah, and I was really angry because they definitely set up like an interview suite at that rented house. Because she was in one of those like interview corners doing a talking head.
Yeah.
And I'm like, she's wearing the same outfit. They set up a fucking...
So this is...
Just all of the ambushing
Let's
of Becca.
let's dive into this for just a brief aside. Do you mind?
No,
Okay.
I do not.
So here's something with the safe house thing. The camera's not normally being there. They also had the camera check-ins from previous safe house visits.
Yes. So this was like a whole thing they were doing. So
For
how long
months.
did they know this was going to happen?
For months. We'll get to that later. How long?
Yeah. Arie is a robot.
Jet fuel doesn't melt steel.
Arie is a robot.
He is.
He has no emotions.
None whatsoever.
And Becca even looked gorgeous in her sad logoless baseball cap that she was wearing at the airport.
Oh, I love the logo. They followed her to the airport.
Yes.
Yes.
Not only did they follow her to the airport, but they went ahead of her at the airport because they had like footage of her getting on like the tram
Oh my god, that's amazing.
after she got off her flight.
So they had to have sealed Bachelorette with her like as soon as she left the house. Because there's nowhere in the contract. Yeah.
And honestly, I would have been so fucking mad at all the producers.
Yeah. So
like they
Conspiracy.
really had to have sealed that up. Like, I don't think she knew that the breakup was coming. I really think that was genuine.
Oh,
but
for
I
sure.
think immediately when Arie left, it was like, let's get this shit together.
I think immediately, probably my hunch is she's like, all right, fuck you guys. And they're like, no, you're Bachelorette.
Yeah.
They signed the paper that night.
Yeah. Like, they had to have.
That's the only
They
thing.
had an advance team at the airport when she landed, Tommy.
When she landed in Minnesota?
Yes.
Oh my god.
That's when they had footage of her getting on the tram.
Oh, I thought that was going to
They had
Minnesota.
footage of her on the plane.
Oh my god, this is great.
And her logoless baseball cap. Where do you buy those?
I think they sell them at J. Crew. I think I have seen those at J. Crew. You know who sells them is Lulu. Lulu sells baseball caps that are just logoless. Lulu is sometimes
I find
too
those
bland.
pointless.
Yeah. I'm sure there's something like on the back that's really small that lets you know it's a Lulu hat. And that's the only reason to buy it.
Oy.
Yeah.
Oy. So they were showing all of that stuff. They brought in Jason Mesnick. So, like, the only person that can relate to what's happening in Bachelor Nation.
Yeah, but that's still not right. So, something that one of our YouTube commenters brought up is that Mesnick and Melissa had pretty much broken up already before they filmed that. It was only him taking back Molly.
Yeah.
That was the surprise to Melissa, apparently. But it's still different. I don't know.
Yeah.
The thing about the safe house...
It's just... Also, why did they have a cook at the safe house?
Oh, wow.
And who was the other person filming that? I thought
Because-
this was supposed to be alone time.
Like, I don't know. Do you think, how awkward must it be for the cook when they're just, like, do
Very.
they have, like, morning after breakfast with the cook making it?
I don't know.
That's
I
horrifying.
need more details.
Yeah.
So then they had Arie going to, of course, talk to Lauren,
Of course.
too. And he made it seem like he wasn't sure how this was going to go. He was all like, I hope I didn't ruin it. And, like, was having a panic attack. And I wrote, you deserve it.
Did he show emotion? Having the
No,
panic?
he was having a panic attack in the bushes. His face was facing away.
Okay. Yeah. I'm sure the panic attack was just
real.
that he had a slight downturn of his lips.
It was just like, he's like, oh, I'm having a panic attack. And I'm like, shut the fuck up.
He has to verbalize it. That's the only way we can know that he's having a panic
Shut the
attack.
fuck up. So he goes, he knocks on the door. Lauren is there, full makeup, full eyelashes, full everything, and gives him this, like, enormous hug. So it's like,
What
all right.
is going on?
like, giant, full, long hug.
This is all one setup. I just don't believe any of this.
So Becca brought up later.
Wait, but what?
Not sorry, other Becca. Becca M.
Okay. Sorry.
So like later in the show, she like wanted to clarify the timeline, or maybe it was Tia. Tia was like, I just want like everyone to know that he had talked to Lauren before he went there, so he knew what was going to happen.
That is such a good Tia.
I know.
So good.
I could make a living impersonating people from Wiener, Arkansas. So like he knew what was happening. So this was all for the fucking cameras.
Yeah, right. Yeah, there is no way that.
And they had like a conversation on the couch where Lauren was just like, she like tried to lay out like reasons that she was mad at him, and it's just like fucking bullshit.
You weren't as nice to me as you could have been. You didn't buy me an alpaca in Peru. Those dogs, we still don't know where those dogs came from on the train. Yeah.
Where are the dogs?
Yeah. All right.
So, and it like ended with them being all like, I love you too. Oh my god, I love you. Oh my god, let's make out on the couch. And
this was at her parents' house too, right?
yes, it was the same house from Hometowns.
So does Lauren live with her parents?
I'm assuming that house was more camera ready than her apartment.
Okay. Could be.
Maybe. I don't know.
Could be.
Or maybe she does live with her parents.
Maybe.
How old is she?
She's 26. That's fine.
Yeah.
Did we see her parents?
No, it was just her.
Okay.
Yeah. So they had their moment. Then Papa Bear came on and said the word shocked in more than 4 sentences than I've ever heard in my entire life.
His facial expressions when they were coming back from camera, even Monday night, were just so good.
Yeah.
It was just like, whoop, because this is happening. And then there was one point where, like, after the breakup, I swear to God, they put teardrops in his eyes to make him look like he was seem like he had
emotions.
Yeah.
Hey, Wen. Thanks.
What's up?
We do look fancy.
We do look fancy-pantsy. Thank you.
Yep. So, yeah. And just, like, Lauren didn't seem mad at all. And I was like, whatever. And Arie also called Becca in this conversation the safe choice.
Oh my god. He's such an idiot. Doesn't he realize how it's going to sound? And can he do the math in his own head that Becca is clearly going to be the Bachelorette?
I don't know, man.
Like, is clearly going to be a fan favorite?
She did say she was taking a break at her parents'.
Okay.
And we look
who
great.
does that?
Thanks, Christina.
Who does, the filming wrapped up in November. This was early January.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
I guess the
I don't know.
Okay. It's hard. It's keeping track on the notes. Okay.
Hold on. Okay. So I wrote their happiness disgusts me.
Okay. I saw just pictures this morning.
Yeah. And so then they brought a round of the girls.
Okay.
Becca's best friends in the house / fan favorites, because those are obviously the same thing.
So I got home. Can I say this?
Yeah.
Like 8:30ish. I just flicked on the last bit, and we had all the girls back on the couch. And Tia just looked so upset because you could tell that the Bachelorette was ripped from her.
Yes.
If there is somebody that's angry
from third place
at Arie, it's Tia. Because Tia for sure thought she had teed herself up for the Bachelorette, even though she had a terrible last couple of weeks. She had to be so upset. It was so great.
Yep.
Oh, God, I hate her.
So it's CM, Becca, Kendall, Tia, and Caroline that were all the gal pals chatting up stuff.
Do we think that, what do Becca and Becca have in common?
I don't know.
Are they actually friends?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Everyone seemed to like Becca. Becca Longhair Becca.
Becca K.
Becca K.
Cool.
So yeah, I don't know. But they all were dissing Arie super hardcore. They were Becca M called him a manipulator. And just all this other shit. They were not about Arie.
But then, okay, so then Becca M ended up posting.
He slid into her DMs.
Right. And if she was such good friends with Becca K, this was during the engagement, wouldn't she just say something to Becca K at the time?
I don't know.
Be like, hey, your fiance. It's almost as though it became more opportune for Becca M to align herself with Becca K last night. Now that she's going to be the Bachelorette. It's almost. I hate to speculate.
I do need to say I love Becca M's earrings. She had like these green like big tassel
Jangly
earrings.
ones,
I was no, not jangly. They were like hefty.
Yeah.
They weren't like
Yeah.
But I was all about them. I was here for those.
I always get worried that those things are going to get like caught in doorways or on hooks. That would scare me.
You got to be careful.
Especially the people that have the spaced ears.
Yeah.
That is a dumb look for several reasons. I don't even care if you have spaced ears. Guys, you're just asking that get that caught in a coat hook. How hasn't it happened yet?
Tommy, you're reaching. She probably told Becca K about his DM and decided to post it for us to see. Maybe.
I doubt it.
That's an optimistic view.
Yeah, I don't know.
We're pessimistic here.
Yeah, we're very pessimistic. Okay.
So then they brought Becca in, and that's also when like Tia busted up the whole timeline. Like he knew what was happening with Lauren.
Yeah.
So then they brought Becca out. And Chris Harrison just kept bringing this up. He was like, a lot of people took exception to what we showed last night. Like he just kept bringing up like how controversial it was that they actually showed all of this on television.
To what we showed last night, not to what we engineered with Arie last night.
Like, I can't believe we showed it on television. A lot of people are upset about it. And it's like, dude, calm the fuck down.
Like, how raw was it? You know what I mean?
Like, the issue that we all have is with the ambushing.
Yeah.
Like, you guys filming this without Becca knowing that that's what was going to happen.
Right.
That's what we in the internet take exception to.
Right.
Not the fact that you showed unedited breakup footage. Like,
but something that's interesting is a lot of people wanted to give Arie the benefit of the doubt and say it must be in his contract that any breakup that occurs has to be filmed. Robert Mills, who's a producer on The Bachelor, he has his own podcast, I guess. That's not in the contract, that's what he said. Arie
like
called
it happens
them.
all the time off camera.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. It's happened before, yeah, where they've broken up and then, like, they're back together. But then there have been, like, Chris Soules and Whitney Bischoff, I'm sure, like, knew they were on the outs when they did After the Rose. But, like, whatever. They just did it.
Yeah. You can break up off camera.
It's
a thing.
He for sure
Google
called. It. Yeah. Like, it's crazy. He for sure just called and he wanted to be on TV again.
Yeah. Yeah, so whatever. And then he talked about the, he and Becca talked about the fun.
Shanice, I do not look like somebody's dad. Can we stop? Tommy looks like somebody's dad? What? That doesn't sound right at all. I'm taking off the tie. I'm taking it off.
It's not a dad tie.
Yeah, but I don't care. This will make me look young and fresh.
It's because somebody else said that you were having a dad moment because you were worried about her earrings.
Well, I was worried about her earrings.
It's dangerous to be a woman.
I can't even.
I walked down my stairs in heels and I was like, this is terrible.
I was scared for you.
This is terrible.
Yeah.
So they talked about the fund that's been started for her to get drunk. And it was up to $6,000.
Yeah, I saw that on Venmo.
And so she said she was going to donate the money. And then they brought Arie out. And I wrote, Becca is a calm goddess.
Really? She didn't murder him?
No.
She was so easy
very,
too because he's not in shape.
like, she asked, like, incredibly poignant questions, and she was so calm. She's like, why did you hide that you talked to Lauren? She's like, because we talked about, like, how you were feeling about that, and, like, why didn't you tell me?
Because she totally could have just went to town, too. She knew she was going to be the Bachelorette.
Yes.
Like, nothing she said there would have tanked her being the Bachelorette.
Yeah. Arie's all like, I wanted to be certain, aka he wanted to have Lauren lined up before he broke up with Becca.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, that's what that means.
Yeah. That's getting your ducks in a row.
Yeah. And he's just an asshole. But Becca was like, he apologized and she forgave him, and she's like, I want to move forward. With 25 guys.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. She has to frame it that way so the audience buys it, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
But God, she should have just gone in on him.
Yeah.
I think she also though at that point she knows he's a piece of shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The big thing actually was Arie actually said he regretted proposing.
That is big. Mm-hmm. Though that is pretty much part of the contract. I feel like
that he has to propose.
I feel like they're not going to let him not propose.
I feel like that's silly.
Yeah, I guess that was a big thing on Bachelor in Paradise last year. Was that there's just so much pressure to propose. And they didn't, and that's why Nick and Jen, even though they broke up at the end of that one Bachelor in Paradise, they were still very much together.
Oh.
Because he just wasn't ready to propose.
Oh.
So they're still hooking up. Yeah.
Juan Pablo didn't propose.
He did not, yeah.
So maybe it's not in the contract. Or maybe it is now because of that.
It's not even in the contract, but I think there's just so much pressure to do it. Juan Pablo did not propose, and it was one of the smarter things that's ever been done in the franchise's history. Oh, his breakup with Claire Bear was so good, too.
Yeah.
He's like, ooh, I'm glad I didn't pick her. I don't do the fighting.
No.
Besitos?
So he said he regretted proposing, and Becca was like, you robbed me of that moment. I'm never going to get a first proposal back.
Yeah, but you're going to get proposed to again.
Yeah, she is.
Who cares about the first proposal?
She is. She tells him to be better to Lauren.
Oh, God.
So she rolls above it.
Yeah.
And then they brought out the Mesniks.
Oh, why?
I don't know.
Just to show that the show works.
Yeah. And so that Jason could say, I would have told him to do it quietly.
It's
if he had called me beforehand.
Next time.
Yeah. It's everyone is just trying to justify this all happening on camera.
Really?
They just keep saying I understand, us seeing it makes me feel this or whatever, or it was good to see it. It's no, none of this had to happen on camera.
No, none of it.
None of it.
It would have been just as shocking if we go into the final of the Rose and you find out then that they're broken up. And then the tension would have been I guess. I don't know.
Shitties. They brought out the Mesniks to justify Arie's dick move. Yeah, they really did. To show that they did this, and they've been married for 8 years or 9 years or however long they've been married.
Yeah, but so here's I'll get in. I've got a lot of boiling up thoughts that I just want to cover as a general overview at the end. But here's the thing: Mesnik, also one of our more unattractive bachelors.
Yeah, he's got
Arie.
a nose.
Yeah, Arie, one of our more unattractive bachelors. The unattractive people. That's who does this type of thing. Look out for the unattractives.
Yeah. I have a rant to go on.
Okay.
Are you ready for my rant?
I'm ready for your rant.
So it started with Mrs. Mesnik. What's her name? Molly? Melissa?
Molly.
Mildred? Molly.
Is she 74?
Old names are coming back.
Mildred?
Yes.
Oh my God. If I ever met a girl named Mildred, she could be gorgeous, would provide everything for me. I cannot marry a Mildred.
What if she introduces herself as Millie?
See, I know a golden retriever on Instagram named Millie, and that would be all I can think of.
So my aunt has a dog named Lucy. It didn't stop me from naming my kid that.
Do you know if they had a boy, it would have been Rex?
But I'm bummed. So, Molly Mesnik's eyebrows and eyelashes.
Oh, are they terrible?
Were horrible. Her eyebrows were super arched and heavily penciled in.
She's always had some bad eyebrows.
She had super thick eyelashes. It looks like she's had a little in her face, and she looked like a Disney villain. I was so distracted. So distracted by that. And then I went on a big, makeup rant in my head because it's I hate the After the Final Rose makeup artist. Yeah. I hate them. Yeah. I hate the way they made Becca look both nights. Becca, she didn't have purple eyeshadow, but she still had no caramel highlights. And she was wearing this gold dress and a thick gold bangle. And I'm it's just all terrible. And I'm wondering if they borrowed their makeup artist from ESPN.
I don't know.
Think about every woman you see on ESPN. They've got the jewel tone smoky eye. They've got insane hair extensions. They've got a bad spray tan. They've got penciled in brows.
Not Lindsay Zarniak.
They all look the same. Yeah. They all get the same hair and makeup job. And it drives me crazy because these are beautiful women.
It's almost as though ESPN is driven by a fairly shallow male viewership base that likes a
Well,
very
I think
trashy
because
look.
they have the same parent company. So I'm wondering if just for these specials, they just borrow the ESPN makeup artist.
Just send them over.
Lauren's hair extensions were out of control. Her hand was on her knee at one point. It was 5 shades lighter than her leg.
Why didn't I watch this?
I'm really frustrated. Shanice, she recently got blood injected to her face to make herself look younger, and it didn't work. I'm assuming that's Molly Mesnick. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
No,
that's
it did
like a
not
fucking
work.
vampire move. Jesus Christ.
It did not work.
Why?
So that's my rant.
So, okay. Something interesting about Molly Mesnick, she actually turned down The Bachelorette so she could go with Jason.
Wow.
That says a lot.
Well,
She's-
and they're actually married and still married. So.
I was never really that into her. I always thought Melissa Rycroft was a lot more attractive, but also in a trashy way. She had a bad tramp stamp. But yeah, I don't get why the people that I like. I've got a very specific look, right? But natural beauty is so awesome,
Yes.
right? Why would we cover that up?
I don't know. That's why it was so infuriating.
Like Rachel, the shit with her eyelashes last year.
I know.
Jesus Christ.
She was the most beautiful after her fantasy suite with Nick.
Yeah, because her eyelashes were out. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And
She didn't have any eyelashes on. She didn't have any makeup on, and she was in a onesie.
she left an eyelash on Peter's floor when they broke up.
Yes.
It was so ridiculous. Yeah, I don't like it. I really thought, if I'm being perfectly honest, Becca on Monday night, she looked like somebody that worked in the adult industry. That was a terrible look. Purple?
It wasn't good.
Purple?
It wasn't good.
What are you? She looked so ridiculous. And it's women that are watching the show. Doesn't this bother women more? Yeah, right.
That's me.
Yeah, we just had a rant. All right.
Okay. So then they brought out Lauren and Arie.
Okay.
Well, they brought out Arie, and then they brought out Lauren.
Did he get booed?
No, but it was mediocre claps.
Okay.
And so they talked about...
It was not a Ben Higgins? I
No,
still hate how he
It
claps.
was like a half-assed golf clap. Because at least golf claps, like, you're putting in effort.
Okay.
But this was like...
Okay. Were the facial expressions still really good?
No. Actually, the best facial expressions came from the gal pals.
Yeah, of course. Probably Becca. I bet you Becca was like this all the time.
She was freaking out. Kendall was crying on her shoulder at one point.
They didn't know each other until a couple months ago.
I don't know, man.
And now they have this like fake bullshit feminist message that's all about like the connections that the women make with each other on the
He
show.
did say that later.
Yeah. I was like, this is
When
such
they were in their gal pal pile.
They all wanted to fuck the same guy. Makes no sense.
Yeah. So they talked about like how it went down and whatever, and Arie slid into her DMs as well on Instagram. That's how he contacted her on New Year's.
You can't get a phone number? He's in touch with all these producers.
Yeah.
Just get a phone number. So what was the DM? Do we know?
No, she didn't say.
Yeah. Dick pic.
But he just reached out to her on Instagram, is what she said.
Yeah,
It was definitely a dick pic.
Definitely a dick pic.
You could tell it was him because he had great pubic hair.
Yeah, yep. For sure, yeah. Resolving to get just for men for my balls this year.
And they just like talked about how in love they were, and I threw up a little bit. And then Chris Harrison was like, a lot of people are angry. Like, why shouldn't we hate Arie? Like, why is he a good person? And she like couldn't really come up with anything like concrete, like about who he is as a human being.
It's almost as though they still haven't spent all that much time together.
Right?
Maybe a grand total of 70 hours at this point.
Yeah. So, and she's like, he couldn't have gone about it in a more respectful way. And I wrote in all caps, BS, I think Becca would disagree. And then that was when I wrote, oh my God, her spray tan. Her hand and her leg are different colors.
So, yeah, there's the more respect. There's just so many different ways that Arie could have gone about it, obviously.
Nothing about this was respectful.
No.
And it wasn't respectful to Lauren either.
Yeah.
Honestly, because he's just trying to make sure he's got her locked down before he breaks up with somebody else. Like,
once we start getting into the conspiracy theories, This is where it all makes sense.
Yeah.
I
So
promise.
watching this,
Keep
Becca
watching.
Becca M was so bored.
Okay.
She was just like, and like talking. It was really funny.
Yeah, I really don't like Becca M, though.
And then he proposed, and who the fuck cares? And Chris Harrison was like, oh my god, I didn't see this coming. Except right before Arie proposed, Chris was just like, so this is, you know, the last time for you to get anything off your chest. Arie, would you like the floor?
I hate it when he has to, like, feign anything. Really, I hate him when he's hosting these events. Or when he's hosting the show. I just like it when he's talking to somebody and you see a facial reaction from him.
Yeah. So Shanice brought up the fact they didn't watch Monday night says a lot. So he asked if Arie watched the show on Monday. And he was like, no, Lauren and I were together. We did not watch it.
He was watching it with a bottle of lube jerking off. Like, he cannot... You're telling me he was on TV and he didn't watch himself?
It was like, whatever.
Okay.
So, and like no one cheered.
Okay.
Like everyone was very lukewarm about this.
I believe that.
And yeah. So that was it. And they came back from commercial and Harrison was just like, oh, does everyone want to meet our bachelorette? And then everyone went crazy.
And then this is where I tuned in. And then we had this one black British guy that came out. So then they brought out the people.
Was it British? I could not pinpoint his accent.
I don't know. I'm assuming it was British. That might have been New Jersey.
It was a little British. It was also a little South Africa or a little Australia. I could not pinpoint it.
He spoke forever.
Yes.
He went on for
He was actually the only
time.
one I saw because then my mom came over to babysit while I went to the gym.
Yeah, and I was just like, he was Australian. Okay, thank you, Cassandra. He just wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And I couldn't really get into it. And so, and I hate that they've done that 2 years in a row now. Because when I'm on next year, what's going to happen? Am I going to be one of those people that has to go on all of a sudden?
I don't know.
Yeah, it was.
They only bring out a small sampling.
Yeah. So.
He was Australian. Cassandra said.
Yeah.
I thought it was a little.
Crikey. So.
He didn't say the word crikey.
No,
Therefore,
didn't, yeah.
it was hard to tell.
But he said, that's not a knife. This is a knife. I'm just going to do all my Australian stereotypes. Okay, so.
I'm going to eat a cookie.
Okay, let's talk about why Arie did this. Conspiracy time. So we've got several conspiracies. Let's go from most far-fetched.
We have time for 3.
Okay. No, we've got time for more. Let's go from most far-fetched to least.
Okay.
Most far-fetched. This was the plan all along. Do we think so? That there's any chance? So pretty much they said Peter fucked them.
On the part of who?
That the producers knew Arie that they could make him do whatever they wanted because he was so desperate. He was such a nobody. Mm-hmm. And they're like, you're going to give us the most dramatic ending ever because nobody likes you. And pretty much that's what happened.
I think that's plausible.
Yeah. So second option.
Okay.
Becca is in. That's not the plot, but Becca knows going to that safe house that she's about to get dumped. And it's all a turn.
I don't think so.
Okay. My friend Nikki, call her Nikki, said she agrees that it was a conspiracy. Some of those 2 sets of shots, I thought some of the shots of her might have been recorded separately or not in tandem with Arie. And I'm sure they told us, let us air the breakup and we will make you the Bachelorette. So they were like on the outs and they convinced her to show up with the cameras to do that. Because she could have just been like, fuck you, I'm not showing up to the house.
I don't know. I thought her reaction was too honest.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't think she could have feigned that much excitement at the beginning of it.
That's true. Yeah, she's not a good actress. Okay. Conspiracy theory number 3. We get to first couple episodes air. This all happened like mid-January. Mm-hmm. Producers see this is the most boring season ever. They just start getting in Arie's ear about how great Lauren is. Blah, blah. Mm-hmm. Or they find out that they're doing their due diligence for the Bachelorette. They find out that he had DM'd Lauren and they just get in his ear over and over again. So this happens.
I think that is probably the most likely scenario.
I think that for sure happened.
Yeah.
I think that for sure happened. I do think that the arrangement for Becca to be the Bachelorette happened in that house. Mm-hmm. There's no way they film her in Minnesota. Unless they told her that she's going to be the Bachelorette.
Yeah.
Right? So I think those are all very plausible. Conspiracy theory number 4, Bush did 9/11.
Which Bush?
Ooh, there we go. H-dubs getting in there. No, conspiracy theory number 4.
No, it was Jeb. Please. Jeb is sick. Twisted.
You want to hear the conspiracy theory?
Sure.
Peter is pulling a Nick Vial and is showing up on Becca's season of The Bachelor.
I would love that.
Yes, so this is what's happened apparently.
I would really love that.
Supposedly they've been texting. It was Laura Bush plot twist. God damn it, Laura. He has apparently been he's been tweeting about her. He's been texting her.
Midwest is best.
She follows his sister-in-law or something on Instagram. And like his best friend.
Oh my god. I would love for that to happen.
I think I saw it on the Bachelor subreddit first.
They would have beautiful, accessible children.
Yeah, right. Yeah, they would have really very Midwestern children too.
Yes.
Yeah, so that is something to keep your eyes peeled for. I could see that happening.
Becca is hot enough for Peter. Please.
Oh, yeah.
Cassandra, #fight me.
Honestly, Peter, though, at some point you do have, like, too good of a body. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, for sure. Like, women are always intimidated by my body. No, I don't have that good of a body. But, like, for Peter, I think that, like, a lot of women, they'd be intimidated by that. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I really hope that happens.
I really hope that happens.
I hope he comes in second place. I hope he becomes a more likable Nick Vial. Yes, I don't know. No, Peter is crushing on Cian and Caroline. If he goes after Cian, he might come to fists with me and Peter. That is... I'm here for my girl, as Ross would say. For my woman.
Here, take her home.
Yeah. Another thing that's going to happen this Bachelorette season, we're going to get very sick of the phrase, do the damn thing. They are hammering us over the fucking head with it. I get it. She said that on night 1. We don't have to keep saying that. Oh, you betcha.
Wait, that was why she said that again? Oh,
yeah, there's something about do the damn thing. Yeah. Yeah, Becca said it like 10 times already. Yeah, it's so annoying. I don't really get what it means. Like, do what thing? Here, hand me a cookie. Hand me one. I'm about to do the damn thing. I'm about to eat a cookie on air.
Guys, they're really good. They're like the soft frosted sugar cookies.
You want to split it?
I do.
Yeah.
Because I want another one, but I don't want a whole one.
Don't want a full one.
I'm gonna pull a Linda Bolam right here. Oh, you gave me the bigger half. You're so sweet.
Yeah, I know. So, yeah, that was pretty much... It is her catchphrase, but catchphrase gets sick. What you talking about, Willis?
Whoa, boom!
Whoa, boom! I forgot about that guy. He exists! Whoa, boom! What do you think he's up to right now?
Quietly masturbating in a hall closet while his mom makes dinner.
Do you think the Woo Boom guy is trying to figure out how Arie's finale affects his marketing potential? Okay.
No, he's quietly masturbating in a hall closet.
I don't think there's anything quiet about his masturbation, though. That's when he climaxes. He has to say, whoa, boom! Yeah, so...
I think I'm the pervert.
Yeah, really. Really, I think you're just copying what we've heard on TV about various celebrities the last 3 months.
What? Quietly masturbating in a hall closet?
Well, in halls.
No, he's not doing it to attack a woman. He's just really sad.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No, he's alone in the closet.
Okay, gotcha.
It's just him.
He's not ejaculating into plants or anything?
No.
Okay.
Well, maybe, but not, like, in front of somebody.
Yeah.
Just for himself.
Can I say something? I liked it when I took off the tie. I think I looked better without the tie on.
It's a different look.
It is.
And because you're only here up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right. Okay, so yeah, that's our season. Glad I ended it with a thought about me.
Yes.
Jenny, thanks so much for hosting this season.
You're welcome.
And making dinner every week.
I like cooking.
Providing cookies. I look younger. Yeah, I don't look like a dad now. So good. So good to hear. I think we found my...
That wasn't a very dad tie.
No.
That's light pink
I don't
gingham.
think it's a dad suit either.
No.
I don't know.
It's way too svelte.
Yeah, way too svelte. It's a slim cut. So, what was I going to say?
I don't know.
So yeah, thanks so much for watching, everybody, for watching and listening. You guys are why we do this. Actually, we probably do it anyway because we like hearing ourselves talk.
Yeah, but we do appreciate the feedback.
I love interacting with the listeners.
I do
and
too.
The viewers. It is an honor of Arie Blue.
Yep.
Yeah, no,
I like the cold shoulder top tooth one, man. Thank you.
It is so much. Well, look at the comments.
Yep.
I'm living for the loose screws.
Guys.
So it is awesome.
This is great for my self-esteem.
To keep interacting with everybody. If you like our stuff, feel free to comment on our YouTube pages. Mm-hmm. Just be nice and don't call us perverted.
He was really hurt by that.
I really wasn't, though. That's one of the better content things that we've ever gotten. It's just, why? If you don't like it, turn it off. Like, I'm sure if she had access to my mom's telephone number, she would have called her.
Juliana? Okay, gotcha.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Juliana.
Juliana Amato. Oh, that's a really pretty name. So yeah, thanks so much. Subscribe on YouTube.
Yes. Subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe.
Yeah.
Because that's really what we need. We need more subscribers.
Yeah. Also, tell everyone that you know. If you like us and you like tune into the live streams, definitely tell people that you know.
Yeah.
Go to different forums.
We appreciate that you guys like the live stream.
Yeah.
And that you tune in to the live stream because we really enjoy doing that.
Yeah. And then the live stream was a total accident because I forgot my laptop one week.
It was.
And then there was a week that we didn't know how to do sound on the live stream either. But yeah, it's kind of cool. We keep evolving as a podcast. Mm-hmm. I think something we might have to do next season is bring back out the perfect letter. Because I want to see
Oh my god, it was so good.
Read that, yeah.
I do too.
Yeah.
And all of our new YouTube viewers missed out on that.
Yeah, we read from Chris Harrison's romance novel. I might have it in my bag right now.
We would read random excerpts. Go check.
Yeah, let's go check. 1 second.
We'll read one to wet your whistle.
Well, if I have it. I don't want to make any promises. I do have the inner tradition of yoga.
He has a yoga book. Do you guys want us to read aloud from a yoga book? Actually, that could probably be pretty entertaining.
Yes. Yes, it's here.
Guys,
we got it. The perfect letter. The perfect letter is here.
Oh, and Went's been reading my blog.
Yes, that's great.
Okay, should we redo one?
Yeah,
that we already have marked?
We'll redo one that we already have marked. I'm trying to find a really juicy one
with the ponytail.
Oh, do we want to do that or do we want to do an erotic one?
I don't know. Either one. Just pick one. That one's long.
Yeah, but this is good. It's worth it. Okay. So
this is page 8 from the paperback edition of The Perfect Letter.
And let's look at the back cover.
Also the back.
Looks so much like me. No tie. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm so glad that we still have this. All right, this is a great way to end the season. All right. Gently, he stripped off her sweater. He reached his hand toward her breast and stopped. Are you sure? He asked. Are you sure you want to?
For a moment, she panted in frustration. Why had he stopped? Of course she wanted him. She had initiated it, hadn't she? She took a breath and said, Don't stop now, for God's sake.
It's still you.
He led her by the hand to the bedroom, where they got undressed and slid under the covers. Lee's cool white sheets. He moved toward her, his hands and mouth moving expertly over her body, her skin tightening under his hands, her back arching to meet him. He was a practiced, considerate, skilled lover. And 2 years together had taught him how to please her. Yet she lay looking at the ceiling, at the reflection of the lamplight against the white paint, thinking there was something mechanical about the way he was touching her just at that moment. Something maybe too familiar. First A, then B, then C. A pattern that had repeated itself for 2 years.
Maybe it was time to shake things up a bit. He was positioning himself over her, raising her hips to meet his, when impulsively she sat up, pushing him off her by the shoulders, and then, a mischievous grin coming over her face, pushed him back down on the bed. She reached into her nightstand, took out a silk scarf, wrapped it around his wrists, and tied him to the bed with it. The surprise on his face was palpable. "Wait," he said. "What are you doing? Lee."
She teased her mouth over his chest, around his belly button, downward, downward. She could feel her own excitement building. I should have done this a long time ago, she thought. But Joseph was saying,
"Stop, Lee. Wait, stop." He was sitting up and undoing the knot in the scarf. Frowning, she sat back, prepared to ask him what was wrong, what she'd done. But she could already sense his confusion and knew that the wall had gone back up between them.
I'm sorry, she said. I thought it would be fun. That is, I thought we could try something different.
I didn't know you wanted to try anything different. I thought you were happy with our sex life the way it's always been. He was frowning.
I am. I mean, it's always good.
It's good. That's a ringing endorsement.
I mean, satisfying. It's always been satisfying. But what's wrong with something new?
I wish you'd talk with me about it first, that's all.
She sat back on the bed and covered her breasts with the sheet. I thought it would be nice to, be spontaneous.
I don't mind spontaneous, but I wish you'd let me know what you're thinking.
Lee stifled a laugh. She didn't think he'd enjoy her pointing out the contradiction of what he'd just said. So you don't like me taking charge? She asked. Turning the tables a bit?
I don't know. I never thought about it before. I was maybe a little taken off guard.
Can we forget about it? Lee said. Come here. Let's just do what you were wanting to do.
Maybe not tonight, he said, standing up and pulling his clothes on. I'm tired. I think I should go. And scene.
What a tease!
Oh, man. That almost came right then and there. There's some good passages here, guys. There's some good stuff.
Tommy doesn't have very good consistency with his voices.
I am blushing when I read this. My Catholic shame is just so out of control. So next season, you're going to get some more of this. The Perfect Letter. We'll read it again, visualize it, and then we'll actually do the screenplay. We'll actually do it next year.
Yeah.
All right.
A screenplay version of The Perfect Letter. And with that, we bid you adieu for the season.
Well, feel free to get in touch throughout the season.
We're around.
If we got a ton of emails, I would consider doing a special mailbag episode.
Ooh, that'd be really fun, guys.
It'd have to be over 10 emails.
Email us.
All right. Thanks so much. I did have multiple personalities in that reading. I'm sorry. Thanks so much. See you in May.